So I'm injured, whatever the context may be, that you're having to make defenses with one hand. And again, I should be getting out of there. Really, this is a split-second thing in a fight that you're doing. It's not anything you want to stay here and go, yeah, well, I'm injured, and let me just defend everything and stay here, right? I don't want to do that. Don't get caught up in going, I'm going to defend everything with one hand and whatever keeps coming, because obviously you'd want to counterattack as quick as you can, right? So in this lesson, I'm just blocking some for the sake of the drill. I'd be counterattacking, or right here, I'm injured. I want to get the heck away from this guy, right? And everything else that goes into our self-defense. So I've got one hand in the fight, and he's throwing straight punches at me. I'll catch a whole lot. Right? I'll just make this big general catcher's mitt. That he comes in, I'll catch it. I'll inside defense it. I'll catch, all right? I'll outside, right? That outside defense there and inside defense, right? Catcher's mitt, inside defense, outside defense. And even I was kind of staying put. He had one that here, it's an inside defense. A little bit different, and now it's an outside defense. A tiny difference. Oops, same hand, but that's okay, right? Inside defense. That one comes. You do the same thing you just did with the left, right? Inside defense. Something comes weird. Right hand, right where it is. Inside defense, right? There is no set. It's going to be an inside-outside, but is that common too? We take a little bit different angle. He throws this punch. It might be inside. Now I throw left, right. Inside, outside. Maybe catcher's mitt. Maybe I'm just blocking. That is defending punches with one hand in a split second. I should have counterattacked, right, on the first defense. But it's just a drill to get people working that when in the fight and you have one hand there, you can make a reaction in the fight. It's nothing you want to stay there for, right? I mean, but you can see how people will get caught up. Oh, I'm going to defend with one hand. That was the drill. Now the second part of that lesson would be, all right, you have one hand in the fight. Hey, buddy, stay away from me. Stay back away from me, whatever you want, right? Hey, stay back away from me. But stay back away, right? Stay back away. Boom, kick him in the groin. Whatever you're going to do, right? And notice, like, right in on that drill, just like I told you guys earlier, like, hey, buddy, stay back away. And I've got one hand in the fight, and I'm thinking about using my legs, right? Keep the guy away. That doesn't have to be, hey, here's the drill. Hey, stay, buddy, stay away, stay away, stay away. All right, here. Oh, now I'll counterattack. Or something to that effect. Notice how I was just trying to put myself in that scenario, and now I'm going to kick him right away. I don't even want to make a defense, right? I want distance. I want to get away from you. I want to kick you first, etc., in the fight. Anything there?
Yeah, if it's your other hand, are you switch stancing?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Not necessarily, but it puts that hand out, especially if you're thinking knife, that now I have this forward hand there.
Yeah.
But now maybe this is your bad kick. Yes and no. I don't like a definite answer there.
Sure.
And you might find yourself just momentarily in the fight I used to have, it's going to happen tomorrow. Like I said, I used to have this, like my arm used to go numb. Actually, Greg Shim fixed it. That guy's awesome. So many people are like, somebody else just said, I went to Greg Shim. That guy's awesome. That in sparring, my arm would go numb. It would just drop. And I couldn't do anything with it for a couple seconds. And then I used to tell people, don't worry about it. And they'd be like, you okay? It's fine. It'll come back to life in a minute. But it would happen to me all the time until I went to Greg and he was like, anything else? I'm like, hey, you know when I'm fighting and I get kicked? My arm goes numb and I can't lift it. He's like, oh, okay. And he fixed it in like 2 seconds. Wow. Guy's crazy. It hasn't happened to me since. I'm in that fight, and for that moment, I'm using for me, it was my right hand, so in there. But if you're in that fight and your left hand goes, I might have to make those defenses, right? moment with whatever's coming right in there, and this is just a fun drill, right? This is just a fun drill. And not talking, and it makes it even harder. But you know, I might be there for a second. Anything else there?
Would that work in context of gun retention? So that's why your hand's not in the fight, because you're retaining the gun on that? Could that be a...
I think so. He's trying for third degree, but he failed the yellow belt test really hard, and